I don't know what to say. In these last times, uh, I'm having problems with a lot of Jews, sometimes also with Muslims. Uh, Before I didn't go so deep with the books, I was always studying those books, because I was before Christian, then I was Messianic, then I wanted to be a Jew, I was Noahide. And in this time I found Islam. I thought that Islam is the only, you know, religion that doesn't invent things, that it is how it is, from the beginning, with no contradictions, nothing at all. But after it, a couple of years, I saw there also the problems. The most of the Quran is based upon the Torah. It speaks about the Torah, it speaks about the sons of Israel, it speaks about the, you know, confirmation of the books, of the Torah of the New Testament. It calls it Gospels, Injil. And yes, when you read in Islam, you see that it contradicts the most of the things, that was before. So I don't know if the Quran confirmed the previous books. It's supposed to, it's supposed only to fix some things that they were, following. Like, for example, Jesus is God, sorry. And some things about the Jews from the tradition. But in the end of the day, they change everything from the calendar. That is nonsense. Following the moon, only the moon, it's nonsense. You lost your seasons, you lost everything. And Ramadan came every season. Every 9 years you change the season. If it was the winter, now it's autumn. If it was autumn, now it's summer. And it is funny, it is not logic. It is you see that they don't use the logic, and then you understand that that books actually have also the old books. Even in the Quran you can find some contradictions, and then when you need to decide, you will throw everything behind your back and say, this is not from Allah. Or you will say, okay, everything is from Allah. What is not from Allah, So if that, if those contradictions are there in the books, I guess it is the will of God, And then with this mind, you start to read the books again, and then you see a whole different world, and then you find the Surah Hajj, 52nd ayah and 53, and then you read it that there was no prophet or messenger when they, recited, that Shaitan didn't throw something in it, and then it explains why. Because it says that Allah allowed this because of test, for the corrupted hearts, for the diseases, for those that have disease in their heart, And then you understand that it is the, actually those books are perfect in this way, So we need only to study the books and see what is light and we need to keep this, So to make one puzzle, from those books. And when you start speaking about this, then you have enemy on both sides. On the side of Islam and on the side of, of Judaism. But, with the Jews, I have really big problems, It first starts with Mitzah, David Ben Nazir. Of course, I deleted his accounts. I don't have him anymore as friend. But now also Yehuda, Shabbatai Tzvai. This is how he is called on Facebook. And he started to attack Islam with hadiths, speaking bad about the Prophet, about the Allah. It's so funny for me, because he doesn't, check his book. But he's quoting some stuff from the hadiths, sometimes from the Quran, calling it, evil, and this was Satan, and that prophet is a false prophet. He doesn't care if that maybe he making a mistake, and he doesn't care, and this is very big problem. I don't know what to say. I will just ignore them from now on. I will just speak that what I see as true. I don't care who wrote it, where it is written. I'm done with this, religion boundaries, only one book, to follow only one book, to think that only one book is perfect, because I don't see it as a fact. Just ignore them. What can I say? Just ignore them, and keep what is good from the books. In the end of the day, on Judgment Day, you will give answer for yourself. So yeah, keep the good, keep what is good and what is beneficial for you, to make you a good person, to be beneficial for your family, for your near ones, for the society. This is the purpose. Worship the God is service to the people, to the near ones, to the poor. This is the serving God. You cannot serve the invisible, the beloved. You can only serve the people, because the beloved is in the people. Okay, take care.